Yes. They're going to get up. Everyone will get up to the podium to speak, yeah. So, okay. Oh, see, I don't see the Department of Energy, but okay, no problem. The all around us, he's there. So, Isa, forward, backwards. All right, here we go. All right, greetings, everyone. Welcome to the official launch of the Living Green Expo 2025. It's a pleasure to be amongst family and friends and the media and lovers of the environment and nature. And yeah, it's beautiful to see everyone today. And today we're announcing a very important initiative, and the fact that so many of you are here is really a highlight of the fact that this is a collaborative effort. Although GreenRock is spearheading this initiative is designed to represent the interests of the country as a whole. There are a lot of components to the event. It's not merely an event, it's really a catalyst for change. We talk a lot about the loss of nature and wildlife and biodiversity, the increase in waste and pollution, the need for more natural foods or the chemicalization of our food systems and agriculture and things of that nature. And we're constantly on the hunt for solutions. Well, this whole initiative is solution-driven, and is not just meant to be an event that people come to today. It's meant to be an immersive experience that allows everyone who participates to just feel what it's like to live naturally and think sustainably while they're there, and we're hoping to invite everyone in the community that's involved with all the areas of interest covered in the event to participate, to showcase all the products, services, and programs that they have to assist in that regard. So again, welcome, and thank you everyone for being here. At GreenRock, we're always looking to inspire people to take nature-positive action. And that's what we're doing in a lot of the environmental organizations on the island as well. And as you see in this picture here, our mascot for the expo, we've yet to pick a name for us, so maybe we could make a competition around that. What's the name of our mascot? Is on our shores, and Bermuda is known for its beautiful beaches. And one of the unfortunate things that we've had to endure in recent years is the increase in plastic and waste that's coming up on our shorelines. And not only is that from waste that we create in Bermuda, but it's waste that's also coming from overseas, which shows that this is not just a local issue, but a global issue, And so when you look at the ethos of this event, it's behind these familiar themes around reducing waste, reusing, and also recycling. Oops, I went a little bit too far. And recycling. Now, let's just go back a bit. How do we look to reduce waste? Well, last year when we launched this event, the waste management teams at Redco, we had the event in Dockyard, were very surprised at the end. They were like, wow, we hardly had to pick up any trash. It wasn't a lot of waste. Well, we were very intent on eliminating single-use plastics at the event. There are some things that we still need to improve on this year, but it was clear at the end of the event that that initiative had a huge impact on the outcomes. We're encouraging people to bring reusable containers. There will be fresh water or hydration stations all throughout the property at Botanical Gardens for the event. And we're also encouraging people to bring their reusable bags, because we're going to have lots of vendors there with lots of things that we're hoping that you appreciate and enjoy. And we're encouraging people to shop as much as possible with the vendors and get all your sustainable and natural products. So just bring your reusable bag. So again, these are the things that contribute to us reducing waste, not just for the grocery store, but for the event, the Living Green Expo as well. And we're also going to be recycling at the event, so we'll be separating our trash. We're doing a lot of work with the food vendors to reduce the amount of waste. I'll talk a little bit more about what we're doing around that. And, in Bermuda, we recycle tin, aluminum, and glass, and those are the things that we're asking people to separate at the event. Hopefully we can have a lot of volunteers that are helping to remind us. It's interesting that we still need reminders around these things. I think maybe some of these things need to be legislated somehow, because at the moment it's a bit loose. And there's a lot of voluntary action around it. And still, I think there's a lot of education that's needed, which is why we're doing this, because helping people to understand, like, why are we recycling in the first place and what difference it really makes, So there are a lot of different ways that you can participate in the Living Green Expo. And this year, I'm sorry I missed that, it's actually being held on November 23rd at the Botanical Gardens, and we're very happy to have it in a central location, but we're also even more pleased to have it at one of our local parks. We're always encouraging our community to spend possible in nature, and we're happy that by being at the event, you have an opportunity to be in nature on that day as well. So one of the ways you can engage the Living Green Expo is by signing up as a vendor, and that could be as a business, an entrepreneur, or even as a nonprofit. Another way that we're encouraging people to engage is by showing the support financially, by being a sponsor, whether you're a company or a private donor. Obviously these things are accomplished with big events like the Carifta Games in Bermuda that I've been involved with. We've seen a lot of volunteers. Bermudians love to volunteer, and we encourage you, go to our website, greenrockorg, and sign up as a volunteer. And the other thing that you can do is you can register for these two events that we're using to launch the expo, and that is our 5K run, walk, and also our 25K cycle race and bike ride. Again, it's $25, which is really the membership fee. You sign up as a member, and you have access to be able to participate in these events. And when you do so, like I said, you'll get your nice Living Green Expo T-shirts and a nice reusable bag that you can use for the day when you go and shop from all the wonderful vendors in the vendor village. So in addition to that, we've incorporated some mindful practices, because this event is about natural living and sustainable living, and all these things are connected. We're looking to be more in alignment with nature. And so we have a yoga practice that will take place at 10 a.m. at the beginning of the event that you can register for. And we also have a Qigong practice that will start at 11. Throughout the day, there will be a lot of demonstrations, and presentations and things of that nature. So if you're not familiar with these practices, this will be an opportunity to learn more about them. So the event, as I said, is single-use plastic free. That is the goal, and as a result of that, we've had to put some systems in place, because people are wondering, well, how do I get my food? And what type of utensils do I use? And so we have a commercial dishwashing station that is set up at the expo. All the food will be served on ceramic plates. You have sterling silver forks and knives and spoons. You have cups and glasses and things of that nature. There will be a huge tent full of tables and chairs for everybody to sit down and be able to eat together, or sit around the table with people that you've yet to meet and strike up some new conversations and generate some new friends. So that's one of the systems we have in place. We work with all the food vendors to understand what they're serving and what their needs are. If they need bowls, they need cups, they need small plates, they need big plates. And we have volunteers that go around and help to clear the tables, take the dishes to be washed, and they get redistributed to the vendors so that everyone continues to enjoy all the plant-based meals that are being served all throughout the day. And so that's one of the other features, the plant-based meals, and people may ask, like, why are you just doing plant-based meals? Again, this is a nature-themed event. And I think we get opportunities to eat meat all day, every day. And here's an opportunity to go one day or maybe just one meal meat-free. And maybe someone would learn that, wow, there are some really great plant-based food options, So we're hoping to expose the general public to these new things that can aid them and help them to keep their families healthy and well. So there will be a showcase of zero-emission vehicles, from electric cars to electric bikes, electric-assisted bikes, which have really become popular on the island, and we hope to see that to continue to grow. There will be family-friendly activities and a fun zone, so please bring out, the kids and or bring out your childlike self when you come to the event and play and enjoy the fun while you're also learning. There will be horse and pony rides, that will be taking place. We're looking for that to take place at the celebration lawn. We'll have, later on we'll have more press conferences to talk about the details and the site map, but these are some of the key features. We're also in the process of organizing a petting zoo, you know what I mean? So we should have some nice animals for everyone to pet, nice friendly animals, so you don't have to worry about your fingers getting nibbled on. And like I said, horse and pony rides. There will be live music and dance taking place, so all day while you're sitting off and enjoying your food, you can also be enjoying some nice live music and performances throughout the day. There will be an organic farmers market, that's there. We're encouraging organic farmers to come out and participate. And again, why we highlight on organic farming? Because, we've understood that the chemicalization of our agriculture industry has caused a lot of challenges. And we're looking for, to represent what it takes to farm sustainably and naturally on the island. So there will also be various presenters throughout the day, giving presentations and demonstrations throughout the day. So there are fun components, and there are also a lot of education. Again, this is about to raise awareness. We hope that anyone who comes and attends the event can learn from it and take things from the event that they can start to incorporate in their everyday lives. And last but not least, there will also be a small theater set up where we have nature-themed films for people to be able to enjoy. So that's another way that people can come and learn new things about nature and the environment, and maybe get some nice popcorn at the same time. Yeah, so all in all, we're hoping to inspire innovation and new ideas. We're looking to gather everyone together who's already participating in these type of things. So everyone who already lives this way, we're looking for you to come and attend. Don't think like, oh, well, I already live this way. I don't need to learn anything else. Trust me, there's always something new to learn every day. And also, we want those who have yet to adopt these type of practices and behaviors to be able to interact and meet with people who are already doing it, so they can see the benefits of living more in alignment with nature and thinking more sustainably, So yeah, so thank you very much. That's just an overview of the event. We had invited some of our partners from government to attend. Unfortunately, the parks planner and the superintendent are both out sick today. But I really want to give thanks to the Parks Department and the Parks Commission. We had to go through a very long process that we were unaware of initially in order to get approval to be able to use the botanical gardens. We recognize that there have been a lot of people who have tried to get botanical gardens and have been unsuccessful. Fortunately for us, the main principles and themes of this initiative are very much in alignment with botanical gardens internationally. And so this was an initiative that they embraced. This is the type of thing that the Parks Department and the Parks Commission say they wish to see in botanical gardens and our local parks. So again, we're very appreciative of their support. The Parks Department, like they do with the annual exhibition, will play a major role in the running of the Living Green Expo. They'll be on site, parking all the vehicles, assisting everyone with the running of the facility, making sure we have access to all the buildings we need, troubleshooting things of that nature. So we're very much appreciative of the Parks Department and the Parks Commission for their support, and we're looking forward to working with them on the day. We also have the Department of Energy, who they will be a vendor, so they officially signed up this week to be a vendor. And I know they have some exciting ideas and some giveaways and things to do. We were hoping that we were going to have a representative here to speak on that, but I'm happy to speak in their absence. Likewise, we've also met with PTB, and we're happy to announce that we will be given an electric bus for the day that will make runs from the bus terminal in Hamilton to the Living Green Expo every hour on the hour, you know, starting from 9 a.m. So even if you're participating in the walk or the run, you can park in town, you can hop on the electric bus, bring you right to the expo, you can do the walk or the run or the bike ride, you know, and then you can hop on the bus to go back town afterwards. And anyone who hasn't experienced being on the new electric buses can just take a ride. I think we're planning to leave the Botanical Gardens on a half hour and leave the Hamilton Depot on the hour. So that's exciting. That we have some renewable energy vehicles transporting people to and from the expo, but more importantly, that we have partnership and collaboration with the local government. So now I'm also surrounded by a lot of friends from the environmental NGOs, and I wanted to give the opportunity for a few of you to come up and speak about your interest in the Living Green Expo, how you feel about it, and how you're planning to participate. So, you know, would you like to come up first, Hannah, or? I will go here. And this is Hannah from BUEI. We're very thankful that they're hosting this press conference today, so we'll let you go first.
Yeah, thank you, Eugene. Thanks. Should I bring this down, or is it okay?
Sure.
Okay. Cool. Good afternoon, everyone. Lovely to see you all. Thank you for coming. And we're looking forward to this Living Green Expo. So at the Bermuda Underwater Exploration Institute, the BUEI, our vision is where the ocean around Bermuda is widely understood, appreciated, and protected. Our education programs, community outreach initiatives, and visitor experiences promote caring for the environment and prioritizing the health and vitality of the ocean, which encourages individual and collective action to protect it. BUEI is looking forward to our partnership with this year's Living Green Expo and supporting the Expo's mission to inform the public of sustainable lifestyle choices that are both economically and ecologically sound for a better Bermuda. BUEI's info booth at the Living Green Expo will focus on vital marine topics such as coral reef health, seagrass habitat importance, and the growing threat of plastic pollution in the ocean. Guests at the Expo can engage with BUEI's educators, such as myself and my colleagues, and other ocean advocates to investigate marine life specimens and explore informative displays, such as how everyday items like sunscreen are damaging the health and vitality of the ocean. BUEI invites the public to participate in the creation of a collaborative beach plastic mural, which was transforming ocean waste into impactful works of art. Through hands-on learning and creative expression, BUEI is building strong community connections, inspiring sustainable living, and deepening individual care for the ocean and our natural environment. Join BUEI as we connect, explore, discover, and inspire others to protect and preserve our ocean for future generations. We look forward to seeing you at the Living Green Expo at Botanical Gardens on Saturday, November 23rd. Sunday, November 23rd. Oh no, it was going so well. Okay, thank you, Eugene. Great. Great to see you all.
Thank you very much, Hannah. And Kim, would you like to say a few words? Thank you. This is Kim from BEST.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm not going to be as fancy as Hannah was. Thank you. Thank you, Eugene, and to his team for organizing the second Living Green Expo. It's a really important initiative. BEST, we don't have a product per se, but we would like to meet the community, more people in the community, get to know you, get to know what's important to you in terms of environmental issues in Bermuda. There's lots of them. And we're happy to assist you in finding ideas or solutions for impacting those environmental threats. But it does take a lot of work. So thank you to their team for doing that, because you're going to be building on what was started last year. So we're grateful for that. BEST does a number of projects, we'll call them. Beyond Plastic Bermuda was the first collaboration when we were stuck in COVID, and that is gaining traction all around. We're just waiting for the issue of the first tranche of single-use plastic products to be banned, to be put to the House, which was supposed to have happened in September. So we'll be following up on that. We've done projects around pesticide use in Bermuda, sustainable water management. Planning is a big one for us, to try to protect land that has protective zoning. So we appreciate that, there is the need for development, but we would expect that it would be sustainable, intentional, thoughtful. And that's basically what we're asking each and every one of us to do, is to just consider our actions. Our work seeks to inspire greater awareness and appreciation for the natural world, and how human activities need to be organized and designed to exist more in harmony with nature as opposed to in competition with it. That doesn't seem like a difficult undertaking to me, but we want to challenge each of us to broaden our thinking, open our hearts and our minds, change the mindset, which is GreenRock's brilliant tagline, which I would like to steal, because there's a lot of pressure on us in this day and age to buy things, use things, throw things away, replace things. And it's going to take courage and some personal strength and integrity to get to know ourselves better, such that we don't need to replace that inner development with external things. It's fun. This sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun out in green open space, which is something that's very important to us. And I'm afraid that if we don't start paying attention to that, we may overdevelop, use up all the open space, and then we're going to be stuck. So we'll be there. Like I said, we don't have a product, but we invite people to come to our table. We have a lot of messages that we hope will inspire you to think differently, think deeply. But more importantly, we would like to build relationships with the public, members of the public, more relationships, so that we can create a better Bermuda. We have an amazing place here, and together we can make this just a phenomenal place for each and every one of us. We can do it differently. So I look forward to seeing you.
All right, thank you very much, Kim. Daughter. And daughters from the Bermuda National Trust. You're welcome.
Hello, everyone. Hello, good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here today to speak to you about why the Bermuda National Trust supports the Living Green Expo, an event that celebrates innovation, sustainability, and community action for a greener Bermuda. At the Bermuda National Trust, our mission is very simple but vital: to protect Bermuda's natural and cultural heritage for everyone, forever. And within this mission, we would like to inspire people to care for our environment, which resonates with GreenRock. We believe that the choices we make today, from the way we build, we garden, we landscape, to the products we use, and the energy we consume, shape Bermuda and the Bermuda the way we leave it to the next generation. That's why we're proud to support GreenRock's Living Green Expo. This event embodies the values we hold very dear: sustainability, education, and collaboration. It's a space where individuals, families, businesses can learn how to live more lightly on our planet and also more responsible in our very small island environment. The Trust work from restoring nature reserves, we plant in native species, to preserving historic houses and landscapes, is deeply connected to the principles showcased during this expo. Every native tree planted, every watt of energy saved, every young person inspired to act, it all contributes to a more resilient and sustainable Bermuda. We're especially impressed by how the Expo encourages practical action. Sustainability is not just a big idea, it's actually a daily practice. And whether it is composting at home, choosing renewable energy, or supporting local farmers and artisans, all of those who will be there, every step counts. And when we come together as a community, those small steps become a real process. So by supporting the Living Green Expo, the Bermuda National Trust stands alongside Green Rock and our other stakeholders and friends and families in promoting environmental awareness and action. Together, we're showing that protecting Bermuda's heritage also means protecting its future. Thank you, Green Rock, for creating this platform. Let's keep working together, make Bermuda not just beautiful or more beautiful, but truly sustainable for today and for the generations to come. So thank you very much for inviting us.
Thank you very much, daughter. Yes. And now we have our good friends from KBB, Keep Bermuda Beautiful. I think everyone knows about KBB. That's kind of drilled in our heads from as young children. So thank you very much for coming today.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Alandra Swan, and I have the happy pleasure of being newly appointed as the Education and Community Engagement Officer. So it is an honor because I come out of public education working in the classroom. And so one of the biggest things for me was all about being able to immerse our students in nature. And so one of the things that we saw very quickly was trash. We saw how waste, it didn't go away. It did not disappear. And so our students as young as 4 and 5 years old were engaging in cleanups. And so it became a natural fit to join KBB. And I think even being a part of the Living Green Expo, I think it just aligns perfectly because we have that tagline, reduce, reuse, recycle. We've also added rethink and refuse because part of the ethos, even within Green Rock, is to be a part of refusing single-use plastics and also refusing practices that do not ensure that Bermuda stays beautiful, stays healthy. We sit in a very strategic location geographically in terms of how in which we collect or see waste generated. So some things are actually not always Bermuda, but I think we also play a strategic role in highlighting the challenges that globally the world faces, and also the fact that even though we are tiny, we are mighty. We do bring a lot of solutions. We are actually engaged in the island-wide coastal cleanup. We bring a lot of tackling a lot of the problems. We ensure that we show the globe that Bermuda is on it. And so I think that's a big piece for us in terms of even how we align with this. And for KBB, I think our biggest, I want to say, focus in terms of being a part of the expo is to bring the education, but also to bring awareness around our campaigns. We do a lot with the schools. We also love to sign up volunteers. We have litter grabbers. It's fun because I didn't realize litter grabbers were a thing until I joined KBB and saw people with their own initialed ones. And so we will have those on sale. But we want to ensure that people are interacting, getting the knowledge. Yes, KBB has been around for many years, but I do believe that there are still opportunities to really share how we can bring even more sustainability because science is changing, information is changing, technology is changing, and we want to be at the forefront of that. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, give thanks. We all love KBB. It's hard not to. So I have my good friend Aaron here from Bermuda is Love. I'd like to welcome him up to say a few words as well. We're very happy to have Bermuda is Love involved in the expo this year.
All right, thank you, Eugene. My name is Aaron Kuchto, founder of Bermuda's Love. And at Bermuda's Love, we're here to support the Living Green Expo as well as Green Rock. Bermuda's Love, we're all about creating a world where we love one another as well as the environment itself. Everything that we're doing is trying to build that community of love where we're all advocating for a better world, a better way of life, a sustainable life, where every person is treated equally, fairly, and with respect. And so when we talk about how we put that into action through our mission, essentially we're trying to create a world where basic needs are met and guaranteed for every single person living in Bermuda. And that includes food, clothing, housing, education, healthcare, justice, as well as a healthy environment. So what often gets forgotten within Bermuda and the world, as well as the world, is how important a healthy environment is to living a good life, to living a life that we all deserve. When we talk about food security, when we talk about fashion, when we talk about clothing, when we talk about healthcare, when we talk about housing, everything is connected to the environment and the context in which we're living in today. So we're here to support all the work that GreenRock is doing, lending a hand, sharing our voice, being advocates in this space with all the other NGOs and all the other work that's being going on in Bermuda, help build that community of love where the environment is taken care of, where we love the environment, where we have no trash in our oceans, no trash in our beaches, no trash in our neighborhoods, where we're fully sustainable, where everyone can live that good life that we all deserve. So thank you so much, Eugene.
Yeah, give thanks, Aaron, and give thanks to all the environmental NGOs coming out. I know we all can be busy. Everyone has their own programs, you know. So I'm very appreciative of the fact that you've taken time to share and helping to, you know, promote and support the Living Green Expo. I'm glad that we've been able to create something where everyone can see their part in it and see their vision and goals through it. And just as we've invited the environmental NGOs to get involved, we invited the whole community to get involved and participate in the ways that we outlined a little bit earlier. So also with me today, I have some of the organizers of the event. This is a very huge initiative. It takes a lot of people and man hours to make it work. And there are a lot of different areas of interest in the Living Green Expo, just to go through them: renewable energy, energy efficiency, sustainable living, you know, vegan food. We have natural health and beauty, holistic health. You know, all of these things are contributing to helping us to live more naturally and think more sustainably. So I'm going to welcome up each of these lovely men and women that are here today to just speak a bit about the role that they're playing, and encourage everyone in the community to contact about the areas that they're responsible for organizing. So, Katia, would you like to go first? Okay, give thanks. And Katia is helping to organize presentations and demonstrations.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Dr. Katia Roberts from SOAR with Dr. Katia, PhD. And SOAR Journeys. I'm going to be also a vendor, and you know, I'm a holistic doctor and a sound healer. I'll be doing a sound healing demonstration as well. And you know, the event last year was such a great success and so enjoyable. And we are going to be, so I'm leading the presentations and the demonstrations, and we're going to be having, like Eugene said before, the Qigong, yoga, and all kinds of vendors talking about natural living and presenting on that. And so we want to invite more people to join us. You know, if you want to reach out to present or do a demonstration of some sort, we're also going to have quantum flow. So different, and Pilates. So different, you know, if there's something you want to share with the community and that will inspire that more natural way of living and sustainability, please come and share that with us. We want to inspire the whole country. So you could either message me on my cell phone, which is 536-1754, or you could just reach out to greenrock.org to get involved. And also, we need volunteers. And please become a member. It's very little to join, and it takes a village, teamwork, and support, financial support as well, to share this with the community. Thank you.
I give thanks, Dr. Roberts. Yes. And so next to Dr. Roberts, we have Claire that's helping with natural health and beauty. So Claire, would you mind coming up and sharing a few words?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Claire Panshawd, and so I have the role of working with Green Rock with the natural health and beauty side of things. So basically really encouraging anyone to switch out their products that they're using, especially when it comes to skincare, beauty care, even things in their homes, because we're spending our hard-earned money on all of these things to make ourselves look and feel better. And what we have in our environment, but a lot of the times they can be really toxic for our bodies and the environment as well. So when we start to switch out to more natural products and more natural ingredients, then it's healthier for us, more sustainable for our bodies, more sustainable for the planet, for the earth. So I like to encourage any organizations, any businesses out there that are already doing natural products and services to come and join us at the expo, become a vendor, have a booth, and share what you have to offer with Bermuda, because that would be really beneficial for us all to make those changes. Like Hannah said, you know, even the sunscreen that we're putting on, we think that it's going to be helpful for ourselves and the environment, but a lot of the times some of that is very harmful for the environment, for the reefs, but especially toxic for our skin as well. So when we look at all of those aspects of what we're using and how we're using it, and if it's actually in alignment with nature and ourselves and the best thing that we can be doing, then we get a step closer to more sustainability for our health and for the environment as a whole. So come join us at Living Green Expo. I'd love to see you there. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Give thanks, Claire. And I want to welcome up a good friend of mine, Malachi Simons. I think is pretty known as somebody who's an advocate for sustainable farming, has had a lot of education in this area. And I just wanted to speak a bit about organic farming in Bermuda and the organic farmers market that we're looking to have at the expo. Welcome, Malachi.
Again, my name is Malachi Simons, and I'm here. Thanks for the honor of having me here. I'm here to basically talk about organic farming and sustainability. We're going to have the idea is to have a large organic farmers market. We do have some people that are going to be there. Mr. Faria is going to be there from Agro Living. Greg Wilson's going to be there. A few of the larger farmers are going to be really involved in the market so that you can get your organic vegetables and maybe have a conversation. But I'm also here to invite the smaller farmers. You know, you have a lot of people that have these little home gardens where it's a 10 by 10, or it might be a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, but you have researched a whole lot of stuff that maybe we don't know about. You know, I met somebody the other day, and they'll probably know who I'm talking about, but who were basically taking weeds, or what we would look at as weeds in a garden, and fermenting them and then putting them back in the garden and getting these amazing results. So I'm here to invite anybody who's doing anything interesting at home, anybody who is doing, you know, a 10 by 10 where they're overproducing, because normally in a 10 by 10 and you have 5 people in a household, you normally overproduce one crop. So maybe you have too many string beans or you have too many carrots. And the idea is to come out and network so that you can maybe create a network around your house. You might find that you have 10 people in your neighborhood that are doing the same thing. And maybe you can say, you know what, I'm going to produce corn, they can produce this, and, you know, network to create that community that Bermuda has been moving away from. So if you want to be involved, please reach out. My number is 45922. That's either on WhatsApp, or you can call me, or you can reach out at just@farmer.bm. Again, love to hear from you and hopefully set up a few presentations, as well as have some more market involved.
All right, give thanks, Malachi. So next I'd like to invite Doreen up. And just so everyone knows, Doreen is also responsible for some amazing goodies that are outside. So please enjoy the refreshments after the presentation today. But Doreen's going to speak about the vegan food court and all the plant-based meals that will be available on the day.
Afternoon, everyone. Well, an event isn't complete without food. everybody likes to eat. So we have some wonderful plant-based vendors who will be in attendance as food vendors. Just to name a few, we have OM Juicery, plant-based fuel. Yes, thank you. And we also have Alkaline Triangle, Wild Herbs and Plants of Bermuda. And so if there are any other plant-based vendors who would like to participate in this wonderful event, please feel free to reach out to myself, 335-1958, or Green Rock. And so you don't want to miss this. There's going to be some delicious plant-based food there. So come and bring the whole family. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Doreen. I know a lot of times, we encounter people and they're like, oh, that looks a little bit too healthy. So we're hoping to change some mindsets at the event. And when people come and see just how delicious the food is, then they can understand why a lot of people are now changing over to eat more plant-based meals, So next I'm going to ask Sophia Cannoneer to come up. Sophia is assistant with entertainment. And as usual, Sophia has a wonderful outfit. And today she has on her Green Rock outfit, especially for the event. Always a performer, always on.
Always a performer, always on stage. So welcome, Bermuda. Yes, my name is Sophia Cannoneer, and I consider myself an outstanding green activist in Bermuda. And I have always, that's how I met Eugene. How many years ago? He's about to be a grandpa. So yeah, so it's been a long time. So congratulations to you. And we met at the Harrington Sound grocery store, Harrington Hundreds grocery store, looking at food. He was working with his daughter, sitting on the ground, teaching her about organic food. And I had just relocated back home to Bermuda, and I was on that same aisle. And I said, you look very interesting. Let's talk about food. And we've been friends ever since. So it's an honor to be here. I will be serving as a co-mistress of ceremonies for the event. I will also be presenting a Pilates class as a demonstration, but also welcoming anybody who wants to come and be on the mat, because I like changing the mindset. The body keeps the score physically. So if you change your body, you can change your mind. I'm also a vegan. I've been a vegan and plant-based. It's very hard to stay fully vegan in Bermuda, but I'm really, really trying. So I practice what I teach, and I'm really looking forward to this event, which is going to be on Sunday, the 23rd of November, that warm, beautiful sun. We can get a picnic blanket and be outside, as Eugene said, on the grass, or you can snuggle up underneath the tent and watch these beautiful performances. So I'm calling all artists, all spoken word, all musicians who would like to be seen, be heard, and send your message about being green and create something for this event. Yeah, don't just show up and do what you normally do. Be creative, and let's come together and form something that is going to last for generations, right? Our youth are watching us. They watch us, they listen to us. So what we do, artists, please come forward. So I will also encourage you, artists, I am the co-coordinator for the artists and the entertainment. You can contact me on sophiacannoneer@gmail.com. You can go to greenrock.org, or you can call me 747-0456. So far, I'm a ballet teacher and also a Pilates instructor, and I teach for the Jackson School of Performing Arts, and they are preparing a beautiful set of performances, but we're also looking for all of the other, all of the artists in Bermuda to come forward. So thank you for your time. I'll see you there.
Thank you very much, Sophia. And also Gavin Smith from Chewstick is also going to be assisting Sophia to help to get lots of arts and entertainment so that while we're being educated, while we're enjoying all those nice plant-based meals, that we can also have some nice music and dance to enjoy at the event as well. So, and last but not least, I want to invite my colleague, Dwayne Trott, who's also a board member of Green Rock, and he is helping to spearhead all these zero-emission vehicles and anyone dealing with renewable energy. So welcome, Dwayne.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. The Green Rock, our Living Green Expo Round 1 was a success. And we are really excited to do things a lot bigger and better this time round. Renewable energy and the EV is something that I'm coordinating. The last time when we first had it, we had 4 vendors for the EVs, as well as 4 vendors for the renewable energies. This time round, what we would like is to multiply that. I mean, there's at least 10 renewable energy vendors on the island. There's at least 6 companies here on the island that's actually sell EVs. But it's not just EVs, it's the cars, it's the trucks, it's the vans, it's the bikes, right? Over the years, Bermuda has made some progress in terms of adopting renewable energy, as well as, adopting, the electric vehicles. We still have quite some ways to go. So, what we're looking for, what we're hoping for is this, the Living Green Expo Round 2, to provide a platform, whereby, we grow, right? This is a brilliant opportunity, for us to do things bigger and better. We want to develop this sustainability family, right? The first run that we had in Dockyard was a success. We're hoping to do this ×2 or ×3. So, one of the things that I like to do is encourage everyone, especially if there's any, the vendors that didn't participate the last time, to certainly, you get a hold of me through Green Rock. My email address is Dwayne, DWAYNE, @greenrock.org. My cell phone is 324-3424, if they have any questions. So if you have friends, family, that, haven't participated or have an interest in either, one of those tenants, either renewable energy or on the EV side, please feel free to reach out to us. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing all of you there. Thank you.
All right, so give thanks, Van, and give thanks everyone for speaking. And as you can see, there's a lot going on at the Living Green Expo. Just to put things in context, when we were in Dockyard last year, we had over 50 vendors, and we had anywhere between 12 and 1,500 people that came out. We're hoping that with the event being at Botanical Gardens this year, that we would double the attendance just by the mere fact that it's at a larger venue, it's more central, it's a lot of parking available, working with the Parks Department and things of that nature. And we're also hoping to increase the number of vendors we have as well. So again, thank you everyone for attending, and we can now open up for any questions that we might have from anyone in the audience. Yeah, just if you could talk in the mic.
Sorry, Sarah.
Isa, could you put the no. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sarah Lagan from the Royal Gazette. You mentioned that there were some government representatives that were going to be here today that couldn't make it. Can you explain what their involvement is, if there is any?
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, the Parks Department, they're the host. So we expect to have a number of park rangers that will be out coordinating things on the day, assisting with parking, making sure we have access to the facilities and everything is running well. Same thing you generally see the Parks Department doing in the annual exhibition. That's how they're looking at this event, as another annual as another exhibition. up until this point, but one day in the future, we're expecting this to grow to a 2 or 3 day event, but that's the Parks Department. The Department of Energy are participating as a vendor, so they're going to have their own booth, and they have their ideas. I think they're planning to do some different giveaways and have some educational items helping people around energy efficiency and things of that nature. And PTB has donated a bus that's going to be transporting people from the bus terminal to Botanical Gardens and vice versa, and also allowing people to get on and kind of tour the buses, the electric buses that we just got over the last couple of years. So we also met with other departments. We've met with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. We're scheduled to meet with the Bermuda Tourism Authority tomorrow. We've also spoken with the Ministry of Tourism. So we're meeting with a lot of different government departments, and I hope that by the time we get to the event, which is about 2 months away, that we would have even more participation from the government, more participation from the community as well.
Yeah, great. And one of the big focuses of the expo is renewable energy. So do you have any representatives from the energy sector or anything like that?
From the energy, well, just the Department of Energy so far. I mean, we didn't get the regulatory authority last year. I don't know if they don't generally like come out to public events and things of that nature. They're definitely aware of what we're doing, but obviously we're talking to all the renewable energy companies. Like Dwayne said, we had 4 that participated last year, and we're anticipating that we can have even more participate this year. Obviously, energy is a big topic in the media right now. I think there's a meeting tonight that's going on that Belco is hosting. So yeah, so this is why, another reason why the expo is important. We can have presentations or discussions around these important topics, but also we can help to educate and make people more aware so that the community can engage. A lot of times when these things happen, it goes over people's heads in the community. And we're hoping that through this education that people can say, okay, I understand this enough to actually engage in conversation and participate in these processes when they're made available. So,
okay, just one last question.
No problem.
Being outside in the gardens, if it rains, is it going to go ahead?
Is it rain? Yeah, so it's an indoor-outdoor event. We're going to have a lot of big tents. I mean, obviously, if it's real terrible weather, we have talked to the Parks Department about a rain date. But the plan is to go rain, blow, or shine. Most of the vendor village is happening in buildings like the Jack King building, the J.J. Otterbridge building. The presentations are taking place in the horticultural hall. The food court is all going to be under a big tent. The seating area is under a big tent and things of that nature. So, yeah, we're looking for really good weather on the day. We were blessed last year in January. It was very interesting. The lead up to the event was amazing, and the day after the event, it poured. So we're hoping that generally that week around Thanksgiving, we tend to get really good weather. That's something we did look at. We looked historically, like the last 10 years, what the weather's been like. And at the moment, it's looking to be in our favor. So, yeah, give thanks. Yeah. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you guys all for coming. Thank you, everyone who participated. And please go outside and enjoy the refreshments that we've prepared. All right. Give thanks. We look forward to speaking to you all more.